Welcome to a Crokinole Cup elimination match. We are in the round of 16, and we have a great battle here for you between Andrew Hutch-Daddy Hutchinson and Chris Flossback. Flossback may not be a household name to the same level that Andrew Hutchinson is, but I assure you, this man can shoot. I have been the victim of that more than once in my day. Hutch is off to a nice early lead, a couple misses out of the boys before they settle into shooting their open 20s. Oh, Hutch goes long again. Let's see what Chris goes after here. Is he going to roll away? Beautiful roll away. Not only is he going to roll away, he's going to do it extremely well. Hutch with an opportunity to carve back in. Catches a peg. Now he's over on his own side. Hutch content to play some defense. He grimaced there a bit, but I think that's a pretty darn good hide. Let's see if just good enough. Yeah, a little Peggy Sue action there from Christopher. If Hutch can secure this 20, and he does, corrected from those early mistakes. Now Chris going to be looking to not hit and stick. He's going to be looking for the peel to force play back to the middle. Ooh, gets the off, does not get his own off. Hutchinson with another grimace. That man is hard on himself. Opportunity possibly here for Chris to catch a peg and come back for a 20. Oh, good bid. Hutch with an opportunity to really secure this first round off 20. He's up 3 20s to 1. Inconsequential shot by Chris. Just a nice bit of practice to set himself up for the next round. Hutch off to a 2-0 lead in this race to 19. Seems like a lot, you say. Couldn't agree more. Race to 19 is a lot. Simon Dowrick has done some really cool things here with the Crokinole Cup, and it's been very exciting. It's created a bit of a different buzz and energy and atmosphere. There's been plenty of days with elimination matches that people are just showing up at Block 3 to watch the feature matches, and then just some extra games breakouts, some doubles, some singles, and even attracted an American. Oh, Hutch-Daddy getting away with one there. That deserves a sip of beer, he says. I got to settle my nerves. Chris may try to go through his own. If he can pull this off, it's going to be amazing. He's deciding to go for it. I think and look at that. That is why, because he knew he could get it. Hutch behind the 8 ball now, going for the roll in to even the 20 cup. Drains it. On fire. Chris settling into his open 20s, doing really well at this point. Hutch answers back. Hutch with the hammer in this match, so slight advantage to him, but it's going to be a miss on the open 20s at this point in the round is going to be very costly with so few shots left. Both players hoping that their range stays intact for the rest of the round. Hutch goes long. Chris is in a good position here. He needs the off and leave himself in a good spot, which he does. Not impossible, but it is unlikely that Hutch is going to be able to make something out of that. Chris levels the score at 2 points to 2. Good bit of editing there to save us some time. Hutch off in round 3. Starts with an open 20. Chris answers back, slamming that one home. Nice little reset there by Chris. He recognized he bumped his shooter just a little bit as he went to shoot that 20. Oh, comes up short. That could prove costly. Hutch not even going for the 20 there. He just looking to leave Chris with a difficult shot, and that he did. Hutch really settling into those open 20s now. Chris pushing for that follow through 20, running out of bullets at this point. If Hutch can secure a nice hit and stick here, he'll pretty much have sealed up this round. I don't know if we're quite inconsequential yet, but we are officially there. That is such a cool expression. I've even seen it on the back of a shirt. Hutch up 4-2 at this point. Chris leading off, wiped its feet, as Simon would say. These guys really aren't giving me much to talk about here. I got to fill the air somehow. You see Hutch-Daddy wearing that signature pink shirt. I think he's constantly, big self-promoter, this guy, pushing the pink shirt pod that he runs. About once a month he pumps out an episode. He interviews some interesting people. And yeah, it's a pretty good podcast. Hutch is a great question asker, great guy all around. Some people say he's not nice, but I mean, deep down, I think he's an alright guy, I guess. I'd hang out with him if I had to. Oh, Chris going for the touch 20, touched the post instead of the button. Hutch makes him pay for that mistake. Chris in deep now, getting greedy, going for a lot. Hutch says, thank you very much. I'll continue to practice my open 20s. Hutch taking a 6-2 lead. This was a race to 9. We'd say that's a fairly commanding lead, but there is a lot of Crokinole left here, folks. Lots of opportunity for Chris to bounce back in this one. Although that's not how you do it. Oh, not what he wanted. Looking for the hit and stick. Chris checking out his angles here. Definitely wants to secure the off and the 20. Pushed a little strong. He knew just getting the 20 wasn't going to be enough if he had left Hutch's disc on. The way Hutch is shooting those open 20s right now, it wouldn't have done him a lot of good. He probably would have just answered right back. See, Hutch just content to hit and stick. That disc on the far side is only a 5. Interesting. Chris decides to peel there. That's probably the best way to go. He's going to need to peel again, opening the door for Hutch to go up 2-0 in the 20 Cup. Let's see if he can settle in after a few non-20 shots. Right back to business. It's almost like this guy's a professional. Chris comes up just a little short, leaving a bit of a heavy hanger. Easy work for Hutch-Daddy. Ooh, a little long. Don't matter. All right, 8-2. Don't count Chris out yet. He's been playing competitive Crokinole for, I'd say, about 3 years now, and pretty much the only time we see him is at the tournaments, and yeah, he tends to do well. Nobody underestimates this man when they sit across from him. Here he goes, starting the next round. Nice open 20 to get things rocking and rolling. Hutch comes up short. Let's see if Chris can make him pay for that little bit of a heavy hanger. Doesn't get the 20, but he doesn't leave himself in a bad spot either. Hutch with the hammer, but he's going to need to fight back and sort something out to give himself a 20 opportunity. Looks like Chris is going to punch this straight across. Nice position. Hutch still probably just playing for position at this point. Slowly pulling that play back toward the center. Chris a little closer maybe than he wanted to be, but I don't think the drop back is there. Now, decision time. Now that's getting in Hutch range there now. Let's see if he's able to pull off this drop back. Oh, gets the 20, not the off. Although it's back on his side of the board, he may be able to. Oh no! Costly mistake by Chris. Decides to keep it on his side of the board. I guess Hutch with hammer. Play stays out there. Hutch will use his final shot to take that 15 and win on the board. Yeah, he redoes the math in his head and says, yes, I'm as smart as I thought I was. Here goes. Nice shots by Chris, but it just led to this. All Hutch needs is the off, stay in the 15. Drains the 20 just to rub a little salt in the wounds. Up 10-2 at this point. Starts out by going a little long. See if Chris can make him pay for that. Nice. Nice roll away and posted. See if he goes for the hamster here. The hamster, the ham something. The ham shot. Chris, if he can secure this off, will be sitting 2 on. Neither in a position that Hutch is going to easily be able to work with. I think Hutch was trying to catch a peg, and come back toward the middle. If Chris can secure this 20, he's going to be in a great position. There it is. Button on the far side. They say you can't hide from the Hutch, but you can make it so he can't do much with it. Peels, forcing play back to the middle, hoping to draw a mistake out of Chris. Chris says, not today. Not yet, anyway. Players settling back into their 20s rhythm. Ooh, that is the mistake Hutch was looking for. He's going to want the off as well. Gets it. Knots things back up. Yes, Chris has hammers, so yeah, Hutch is not out of this yet. Here they go. Yeah, very much in Chris's favor at this point. Sorry, I misspoke there. Now Hutch has a decision. He can push for that follow-through 20, which is a big follow-through. That's what he goes for. Now all Chris needs is a valid shot. Drains that 20, setting himself up. A little preparation for round, what are we up to? Round 8, as Hutch is up 10-4. There'll be more action coming at you real soon from the Crokinole Cup. There's one of the quarterfinal matches has already happened, but I think I've been sworn to secrecy on that. You have to wait to see it. And yeah, a couple of Tracy's still in the mix. A couple got eliminated fairly quickly. Lots of strong players left, though. Hutch pulls that back on his side of the board. Chris has the 20 advantage. Even though Hutch has the hammer, he's going to need to, he's got to either hide. There we go. He's pulling play back on his side. That's not a great hide, but I think after this it may lead him to a good hide opportunity. I think that's one of the great things of the very top level players is their patience. They lots of ammunition to work with, and they will just wait for their opportunity. Don't necessarily try like that right there. He just slowly worked things back. He was looking to set up a situation where he could either hide behind a post or get that angle in, and when opportunity presented itself, he knocked it down. Right back to the 20s. Hutch always happy to go into a 20s race. His success rate is so high. Oh, commentator's jinx right there. He goes long. Nice shot by Chris, leaving that far enough back. Hutch is going to be forced to go for a peg. Unable to secure that. Now Chris fighting back. It is now 10-6. Hutch opens up with a 20. Chris answers back. He's feeling it now. Big Mo is coming to town. Momentum. Really settling in. Nice shooting by both of these players. Oh, perfect line. Way too much steam on that one. Hutch going to be content to hit and stick. Pressure on Chris to make something happen here. Hutch trying to break the momentum after Chris has taken the last 2 rounds in a row. Oh, no. Oofda. Hutch really makes him pay. That man is heartless. He gets you down. He's not afraid to kick you, that's for sure. Might be a slicing opportunity. I think he can get back in the house. I don't know the 20 is there. Yeah. Hutch still very much in control of this round as he is a beautiful rollout. That seals it right there. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Wow. Chris almost made a 20 out of that. Friggin' amateur hour over here on the commentary front. Jinxing the players, speaking too soon that a round is done. (12-6) for Hutch. Still lots of Crokinole left to play, but Chris is going to need to start really applying some pressure here to Hutchinson. Chris wisely resets. Something didn't feel quite right there for him. Again, the patience. Well done. Patience pays off as he drains that 20. Oh, again, perfect line. Just a little too much steam. A lot of athletes can suffer adrenaline and overpower some shots. You see it in all kinds of sports, and Crokinole's no exception. Oh, he leaves that a little close. Hutch likely to be able to make him pay for that. Let's see if he goes for from this angle, likely trying to secure the off as well. Gets it. Hutch up 4-3 in the 20 cup and has hammer advantage, and Chris goes long. Hutch very much in control of this round. And again with the rollouts, vicious. Chris may have an opportunity here. It's awful skinny to get into that 20 hole. Yeah, he gets back in the house, but not in for the 20. He's running out of bullets at this point. He needs an off 20 to make Hutchinson shoot that final shot. Oh, pushes for the follow through. Very good. 14-6 for Hutchinson, and continues to apply the pressure. No mercy. Maybe we'll change his name. Hutch, no mercy. Andrew, no, I did that wrong. Andrew, no mercy Hutchinson. There you go. I think Hutch-Daddy's just going to stick, though. Players also using this as an opportunity to warm up for this weekend's Tier 1 NCAA tournament in London, Ontario. Ray and Jason Bierling run that tournament down there. Always do a great job. They capped out. We keep seeing that over and over again. The tournaments keep selling out. They've had a cap of 80 players, and they are now into a waitlist situation. I just read online that the World Crokinole Championships is also singles is sold out, as these players just continue to drain these 20s. Oh, one miss on each of their part at this point. Knotted up 6-6. Hutch is going to need the off 20. Oh. Chris can secure a takeout hit and stick. He'll nail these 2 points down. Well done. 6 20s apiece. 14-8. Here we go. Chris starts out strong, draining that open 20. Hutch goes long. Little grimace to tell us how he feels about that. Looks like Chris lining up for the roll away. Oh, money. He says, I see what you did earlier, and I'm going to do the same darn thing. That white disc staying on is actually a good thing, because Hutch is going to want to peel everything. Just made that shot a little tougher. What's that song? You can't always get what you want, but sometimes you get what you need. I'm going to spare you the singing, but Chris wanted the off, but not getting it actually worked out in his favor. This is not. Okay, this here's a. Oh, man, if he had secured that, he'd be in a fantastic position. As Reed Tracy likes to point out, yep, if things had been different, they would have been different. But, yeah, the point remains that 20 was pretty crucial for him. Hutch with the hammer in this is in a really good position now. He's open an opportunity here for Chris. Maybe ought to use that post to come back. Oh, great bid. Got play back on his side, so again, with a little bit of patience, an opportunity might present itself here. There it is. Not easy, but definitely in Chris's wheelhouse. Let's see if he can get the off 20, a little drift to the right. Oh, just a little off. Hutch content to hit and stick on the outside. Chris needs to get a little circusy here. Gonna need to angle in, catch a peg. Let's see, we got a highlight reel shot here. Ah! Other than the pace and the angle, it was perfect. Hutch secures the easy hit and stick to go up 16-8 in this race to 19. Oh, is the pressure setting in? The first ever Crokinole Cup has it's a lot of pressure, a lot of prestige to take this down. Nice position of Chris's disc. Hutch slams into it anyway. Let's see, there's an opportunity here. Chris is going to want to get the off 20 without nicking his own out in the 5. That might be why he's switching angle. Try to save that 5. Tougher shot from over here. Oh. Yeah. This is over in Hutch land now. Hutch is up 20, even though Chris has the hammer. I'm curious to see what he does. Okay. He knows Chris can't do anything with that. Chris likely going to try to peel everything here. Yeah, and that's what happens sometimes. Hutch able to just extend play even further. Yep. pretty sure that was intentional to not take the black disc off the board. Just extending play out here, just out here. Like a cat with a mouse, just toying with him, spending as much time on the outside as he possibly can. Chris finally able to force play back to the middle. Not a slight on Chris, like Hutch was just putting on a masterclass of board control there. Comes back to the middle and says, yep, I'm good at this too. Oh, not that it really mattered. Would have put a little bit of pressure on Hutch to make that final 20. Now Hutch in a very commanding lead, up 18-8. Chris with his back to the wall against the hammer. Yeah, a lot of pressure on Chris now. He's forced to try to get aggressive. Drains it. What a shot, Chris. Hutch says, counts as much as that. Oh, Chris again comes up short. Setting up the perfect backboard for Hutch. Hutch says, thank you very much. I will take that 20. Chris refines his range, but he is definitely under pressure now. He's on the wrong side of the 20s race. They're even, but with Hutch having, well, yeah, one behind. Not really even. He gets to even, but Hutch with one more shot left than Chris is a tough. Oh, I think Chris sees the writing on the wall. Hutch with the reach. Oh no, I spoke too soon again. If he can drain this, Hutch still needs to make a shot. Not super tough, but a little bit of pressure. Secures the off, secures the win, 20-8. Put up a valiant effort. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you're anywhere in the area, get your butt out to Block 3, enjoy a pint, enjoy a match, come play and watch the greatest game on earth. Make it a great day.
I never go long. Well, I mean this, yeah. I feel like